Tonight, I'm in Washington, D.C., a city mostly known for its politics. But in recent years, the food scene has blown up, and now it's a food lover's paradise. With diverse and delicious restaurants springing up at an incredible pace, I'm sure to find some great food late night. When I'm in D.C., I like to find out where the staffers go to eat. And from everything I've heard, Eat Bar is where they all head after a long day on Capitol Hill. Located in Barracks Row, a micro neighborhood in Capitol Hill, Eat Bar draws in the after-work crowd and keeps them until last call with their amazing food and wall-to-wall cassette tapes.
I think everyone's looking for the next great place to hang out where they can actually get a quality meal, and Eat Bar by far stands out.
Chef and butcher Nate Anda has elevated the gastropub scene in D.C., making sure no one leaves hungry.
Our best sellers late night are the finger foods. You don't have to come in to Eat Bar and eat, a steak. You can, but there's also a lot of food that you can share.
The andouille stuffed olives are #1. They're so popular that Chef Nate can't take them off the menu.
They're so good.
There is a whole wall of cassette tapes. How many cassette tapes are there?
I think there's 7,320.
Dang, you definitely succeeded in getting the feel of nostalgia and also just retro, fun basement. But let's talk about the food.
Want to stuff some olives?
Yeah, I love stuffing olives.
All right. This is andouille. This is a pork belly-based salami, and then a whole bunch of Calabrian chili puree and powder. Cream cheese. Andouille is super spicy, so we add cream cheese to kind of mellow it out.
What are the olives?
We use Castle Toronto olives. They got a good amount of brine, but they're very buttery at the same time. All right, so we got 12 olives stuffed. First, we're gonna put them into all-purpose flour, get them fully coated, and then egg wash. And that's gonna kind of help having our panko stick to it. Fry them at 350 for 2 minutes.
That makes sense. Olives you can eat raw, andouille's already cooked. So really you're just crisping up the outside.
All right, so they're out of the fryer. We're gonna give them a little salt. There you got it. We got some sausage stuffed olives for you.
You have to be careful, they are a little bit hot at first.
It's delicious.
It's all of these delightful flavors that you can snack on all night.
I think the fried olives are honestly the perfect bite, but if you want something sort of decadent for yourself, pimento cheeseburger is top-notch.
I know what pimento cheese is, and I love burgers, and you combine the two.
All together. Instead of having, putting cheese to make a cheeseburger, we use the pimento cheese.
All that flavor.
Just kind of the way it melts encapsulates the whole burger, and it's intense.
All right, cool. Well, how do you make it?
We're gonna start with mayonnaise, and then we're gonna add our smoked mayonnaise.
Smoked mayo? Explain that to me.
We smoke it over fruit wood until it separates, and then we kind of build it back together with other egg yolks and oil and lemon juice. All right, now we're gonna add our cheddar cheese. I never grew up eating pimento cheese. When I moved down here, it was something that I started to see around, and I just started to really like it. Add our pimentos.
As you're mixing it, you can smell the smokiness of that mayo.
Scallions, smoked paprika. Then we want to give it a little kick, so we add some cayenne pepper.
Okay.
And then we use lemon juice to kind of bring some acid back into it. There we go.
Oh, it almost fills your mouth with smoke, but then as it dissipates, all you get is the cheese, some of that acid, the sweetness of the pimento on a burger. This is just next level.
Right on.
Let's burger it up.
We got a 75-25 blended burger here. It's ground twice. We like to call it a whole animal grind, where we take all the parts from the cow that we like, bits of short rib, brisket, sirloin, ribeye. By grinding it twice, it gets the meat to fat kind of spread out, helps keep it juicy.
Absolutely, and on a flat top, you get to cook it in its own juices. It just cooks and then soaks right back in.
Exactly. Beats with juicier burger. Gonna let that guy sit for about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna toast the bun.
Love those. The butter roller.
Old school.
That's how you know this place is legit and sells a lot of burgers, because you don't have time to melt the butter.
We're gonna take our weight here, and we're gonna give it a little smush. We wanna get a little crust on it before we smash it, so that's why we let it sit for a bit.
I definitely thought you were gonna dramatically smash it.
That's later when it gets busy.
Fun tip for you at home. If you're on a flat top and that fat kind of drips down, toast your bun with the fat of the meat.
So now, then we're gonna flip the burger.
Oh yeah, nice little crust right on top there.
This is the time that we want to be able to put our pimento on. So it's going on cold. We want it to get nice and melty.
I like the amount of pimento cheese that you're putting on there.
It's a pimento cheeseburger.
There's equal amounts of pimento and burger in this cheeseburger.
We got a nice color on our bun
Look
here.
at that.
I'm a believer in kind of stacking flavors.
Absolutely.
So we have a nice tomato jam to bring some tartness and acid to it.
Okay.
We don't want to put too much on here, but we do want to go all the way out. So every bite you get, Get a little bit of it in there.
Even distribution on eatability.
You've done this before.
It's like science, baby. Science.
So now, we're gonna close this guy in.
Let that steam melt the cheese.
Right.
I like that you're just keeping it really to the basics.
So you have a starch, a sauce, and a veg. We got it all here. All right, let's throw the bacon on so the bacon gets warmed through. Booyah.
My mouth is watering.
All right, look at that guy.
Oh.
Going in for the kill. All right, there you got it. Mento cheeseburger.